The itch is unbearable. It's a tiny piece of medical tape holding a microphone the size of a grain of rice against your sternum, right under your solar plexus. But to you, it feels like it's burning a hole through your skin. You are sitting in a private booth at a high-end strip club in Juarez. The music is deafening. The air smells of cheap perfume and expensive tequila. Across the table sits El Tiburon, the shark. He is a mid-level lieutenant for the Sinaloa cartel, and he is staring directly into your eyes. He isn't smiling. He leans forward, the gold chain around his neck swinging. He pours you a drink. "You look nervous, amigo," he says. His voice is low, barely audible over the bass. Your heart hammers against your ribs so hard you are terrified the microphone will pick up the beat. If he pats you down right now, you are dead. Not just dead, tortured. They will skin you alive and hang your body from a bridge as a warning to the DEA. You force a laugh. You pick up the glass. "I'm not nervous about the deal," you say, looking him dead in the eye. "I'm nervous because your tequila tastes like gasoline." He pauses. The tension hangs in the air for 3 seconds. Then, he laughs. He slaps you on the shoulder. You survive. For now. You are not a criminal. You are a special agent of the Drug Enforcement Administration. And you are playing the most dangerous game on Earth. Welcome to the world of undercover operations. This isn't Hollywood. You don't get a glamorous James Bond car or a tuxedo. You get a dirty apartment, a fake criminal record, and a constant, crushing paranoia. In this job, your weapon isn't your gun, it's your ability to lie to a man who kills people for a living, and make him believe you are his best friend. It starts with the legend. Before you ever step foot in the field, the agency builds you a new life. This is called backstopping. They create a birth certificate for a man who doesn't exist. They create a driver's license, credit history, and even social media profiles. Maybe your legend is that you are a money launderer from Miami. Maybe you are a transport logistics expert who got fired for smuggling. You have to memorize every detail. Where did you go to high school? What was your first car? Why did you do time in prison? You have to believe the lie so much that when you wake up in the middle of the night, you forget your real name. Infiltration is a slow burn. You don't walk up to a cartel boss and ask for a job. You have to be recruited. You hang out in the bars they own. You buy drugs from their low-level dealers. You flash cash. You wait for them to notice you. Eventually, they need something. "Hey, I need a car moved across the border." You do it. You do it perfectly. Then they give you a bigger job. "I need this bag of cash washed." You do it. Step by step, you climb the ladder of trust. This is the authorized criminality paradox. To catch the bad guys, the government authorizes you to commit crimes. You move kilos of cocaine. You launder millions of dollars. You watch addiction destroy neighborhoods, and you can't stop it. Not yet. You have to let the crime happen to build the case against the Kingpin. Let's talk about The Wire. In the movies, guys wear giant tape recorders taped to their chests. In reality, the tech is invisible. The microphone might be a button on your shirt. It might be inside the key fob of your car keys lying on the table. It might be a modified battery in your phone. Your job is to get the target to talk. You need the elements of the crime. You need him to say, explicitly, "I am selling you 5 kilos of heroin." If he says, "I have the stuff," it's not enough for court. So you have to steer the conversation. "So, is the heroin pure?" you ask. It's a dance. Push too hard, and you look like a cop. Don't push enough, and you get no evidence. The psychological toll is shattering. You spend more time with the cartel than with your own family. You eat dinner with them. You play video games with them. You meet their wives and kids. You start to see them as human beings. El Tiburon isn't just a monster, He's a guy who loves his daughter and worries about his sick mother. He buys you gifts. He invites you to his birthday. You become brothers. And every single second, you know that you are going to destroy his life. You are Judas. The guilt eats you alive. You have to remind yourself of the bodies they dissolved in acid. You have to remind yourself of the overdoses in your hometown. But the line between agent and criminal starts to blur. This is called going native. When you start enjoying the lifestyle, the money, the power, the lack of rules, that's when you are in danger of flipping. The greatest threat isn't the cartel itself, it's the dirty shield. The cartel pays off the local police. They pay off judges. You don't know who is clean. Imagine you are driving a truck full of evidence, and you get pulled over by the federal police. You flash your ID. If that cop is on the cartel payroll, he won't arrest you. He will call the boss. Hey, your new transport guy is a federal. That's it. Game over. You have to operate in a vacuum, trusting no one but your handler on the other end of the phone. There are moments of sheer terror that you can never prepare for. The dry clean. You are driving to a meet, and you realize a car is following you. Is it the cartel checking for a tail? Is it a rival gang? Is it your own backup team messing up? You have to drive for hours, making random turns, checking your mirrors, ensuring you aren't leading death to your doorstep. Or the moment your tech fails. You are wearing a wire, and the battery starts to get hot against your skin. It's burning you, but you can't flinch. You can't reach into your shirt. You just have to sit there, smiling, while your skin blisters. Finally, the takedown day. The investigation has run for 18 months. You have hours of recordings. You have mapped the entire organization from the street dealer to the boss. The command comes down, it's a go. You arrange one last meeting. A big deal. All the key players will be there. You walk into the warehouse. Your stomach is in knots. You look at El Tiburon. He smiles at you. Today we make history, brother, he says. You nod. Yes. We do. You give the bust signal. Maybe you take off your hat. Maybe you say a specific phrase like, the weather is turning. Suddenly, the doors explode inward. Flashbangs detonate. Police! Get down! Men in tactical gear swarm the room. The cartel guys are screaming, reaching for guns. You hit the floor. For a split second, El Tiburon looks at you. He sees you aren't reaching for a weapon. He sees the agents moving around you, protecting you. The realization hits him. The betrayal breaks his face before the handcuffs go on. That look will haunt you for the rest of your life. The aftermath is silence. The operation is over. You are pulled out of the field immediately for your safety. You go through decompression. You sit in a sterile room and write reports. The adrenaline is gone. The fast cars, the parties, the life-or-death intensity, it all vanishes. You go back to being a guy in a cubicle. You go home to your wife, but you can't tell her what you did. You jump every time a car backfires. You check the back seat before you get in your vehicle. You scan every room for exits. The cartel puts a green light on your head. A bounty. You might have to move. Change your name again. But this time, it's not for a job. It's for survival. You look at the news. You see the mugshots of the men you put away. The public calls you a hero. The agency gives you a medal. But you don't feel like a hero. You feel like a ghost. You spent 2 years pretending to be someone else, and now, you're not sure who you really are anymore. You touch your chest. The wire is gone. The tape is gone. But the phantom itch is still there. This is the Underground Explainer. We have seen the criminals. Now we have seen the spy. But who defends them when they get caught? We circle back to where the money goes. Subscribe. or will be watching you.